Once Stefon Diggs made it clear that he wanted out of Minnesota, it forced the Vikings to select a wide receiver to take his role. Diggs was traded to the Bills prior to the 2020 NFL Draft. In return, Minnesota received a flurry of draft picks, including the 22nd overall pick in that year's draft. And with that pick, the Vikings selected Diggs' replacement, Justin Jefferson. In just his first year in the league, Jefferson already appears to be a steal after catching 88 passes for 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns in 2020. For his efforts, he was named to the Pro Bowl, the only rookie wide receiver with that distinction last season. In 2019, with the help of the eventual number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow, Jefferson dominated for LSU, catching a nation-leading 111 passes for 1,540 yards and 18 touchdowns, which included his 14-catch, 227-yard, and 4-touchdown effort against Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl. Then in the national championship game, he tallied 9 receptions for 106 yards in the Tigers' blowout victory over Clemson. With his astonishing season and Burrow also leaving for the pros, Jefferson decided to forego his senior season and enter his name in the 2020 NFL Draft. In 2018, Jefferson first broke out at LSU, catching 54 passes for 875 yards and 6 touchdowns. He committed to LSU prior to the 2017 season when he really didn't see any game action. He only carried the ball once for 4 yards and he didn't catch a single pass. Jefferson attended Destrion High School, just an hour away from his alma mater, LSU. He came from an uber-competitive family. His brothers Jordan and Ricky also played football at LSU, and his dad played Division II college basketball. Now, from one national champion to another, Henry Ruggs became the first wide receiver taken off the board when the Las Vegas Raiders selected him with the 12th overall pick. Even after his lack of statistical production at Alabama, the Raiders made him the first receiver off the board. In his rookie season, Ruggs battled some injuries and COVID, playing in 13 games in the Raiders' inaugural season in Las Vegas. He only caught 26 passes for 452 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 3-catch, 84-yard performance against the Jets in Week 13. As a junior for the Crimson Tide, Ruggs had 40 receptions for 746 receiving yards and 7 receiving touchdowns, and he also served as Alabama's primary kicker downs. Before committing to LSU's SEC rival, Ruggs stood out at Robert E. Lee High School, where he was a 3-sport athlete. He didn't play high school football until his junior year, and he received his first scholarship offer after just his 2nd game on the gridiron. Just 3 picks later, the Denver Broncos took another Alabama wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy, with the 15th overall selection. Jeudy played in all 16 games with the Broncos in 2020, starting in 14 of them. With inconsistent quarterback play, Jeudy caught 52 passes for 856 yards and 3 touchdowns. He led all rookies in dropped passes with 12, according to Pro Football Focus, and his 44% catch rate was one of the lowest in the league among qualified receivers. He certainly has a long way to come in 2021, despite the good stats. Jeudy and Ruggs were a lethal receiving duo at Alabama. After leading the nation in receiving yards and touchdowns, Jeudy was named the winner of the Fred Biletnikoff Award, given to the nation's best wide receiver in the country. He then left Alabama at the conclusion of the 2019 season and entered his name into the NFL Draft. Jeudy attended Deerfield Beach High School, where he became the 3rd-rated wide receiver in the class before going to play for Nick Saban. If you're enjoying the video, please help us to 100K by subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell notification so you never miss an upload. The rookie that finished 2nd in drops in 2020 was CeeDee Lamb, who was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys with the 17th overall selection. Even after Dak Prescott went down with his ankle injury early in 2020, Lamb posted some very respectable numbers in his first NFL season. He had 69 catches.
Nice.
for 935 yards and 5 touchdowns. With Dak returning from injury in 2021, Lamb has the potential to put up some ridiculous numbers as defenses try to key in on Dallas's $100 million receiver, Amari Cooper. In 3 seasons at Oklahoma, Lamb caught 173 passes for 3,292 yards and 32 touchdowns before announcing his intentions to head to the NFL. At Oklahoma, Lamb had the pleasure of catching passes from Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts. Lamb became a star at Randolph Foster High School, where he earned the Houston Chronicles All-Greater Houston Football Offensive Player of the Year honors before attending Oklahoma. When Lamb went to the Philadelphia Eagles rival the pick prior, a lot of people thought that the Eagles front office panicked by picking Jalen Reagor with the 21st overall pick. As the 2020 season progressed, the criticism of the pick only grew louder and louder. Playing in 13 games, Reagor only caught 31 passes for 396 yards and a single touchdown. Reagor's role in the offense grew smaller and smaller in 2020, and he's going to need to use 2021 to prove to Philly's front office and to their fans that he isn't just a draft bust. Aside from Reagor's sophomore season at TCU in 2018, when he caught 72 passes for 1,067 yards, he didn't ever catch more than 43 passes in his other 2 seasons with the Horned Frogs. In high school, Reagor had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons under head coach John Kitna, a 14-year NFL veteran. Jalen Reagor certainly has the NFL genes. His father, Monte, was drafted in the 2nd round of the 1999 NFL Draft. Finally, with the next selection after Reagor, the Vikings took Jefferson with the 22nd overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft this year. On the other hand, you have Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb, both of which who were actually pretty good, despite having to deal with pretty bad quarterback situations, with Jeudy dealing with Drew Lock and a couple other guys, and obviously Dak Prescott going down for the Dallas Cowboys. I think both Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb can go on to become very solid NFL wide receivers, but they're definitely going to have to work on their drops first. There's no question that Minnesota found its man to replace Stefon Diggs after Jefferson's crazy 2020 season. The future looks bright for Justin Jefferson and for the Minnesota Vikings. The next step for Minnesota? Get a better quarterback. Thanks for sticking to the end of the video. Again, please help us on our way to 100K by subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell notification so you never miss an upload. Once we hit 100K, we're going to be giving away an NFL jersey of your choice. To enter, all you need to do is follow our brand new Instagram and tag us on your story if you subscribe to the channel with post notifications on.